Carrie Bergman has been an educator at the Early Childhood and Family Center for a number of years. Because the center is a public school, Bergman fears every year that the school won't receive enough state funding to keep her employed.
You learn to deal with it, and you take year by year, and you pray for these kids that the funding comes back every year.
But thanks to a grant awarded to the school by the Illinois State Board of Education, that won't happen this year.
We've got word we are receiving it for next year at the same amount of funding as we have for this year. That's about $580,000. It's the only way we can keep going. Since 2009, we've lost about 170 slots for children, so we're serving a lot less children, and they've cut the grant about at half to what it used to be. So every year we wait to see to make sure we have the money to be able to keep our doors open.
Julie Schuckman is the director of the Early Childhood and Family Center. She says every year the threat of laying off teachers like Bergman can be stressful.
I think it's really scary for the community and our families because they don't know what services are going to be out there for their children. And we want to make sure we can provide as much as we can to have all our kids ready to learn and ready for kindergarten.
Currently, Early Childhood has 520 students and 85 staff members, many of whom teach early childhood special education, Head Start, and pre-kindergarten classes. Schuckman says this year's grant will prevent the school from being forced to make any cuts to those programs.
No more cuts as there were in the past. We'll maintain what we have now, but unfortunately we won't get to add anything back that's been cut before.
And for Bergman, the grant led to the best news of all.
I'm happy that I have a job, but I'm happier for these guys because they're guaranteed, the next group coming in is guaranteed a full year with us, and they're guaranteed more education and more preparedness for kindergarten.
Derek Frank, KHQA News, Quincy.